deal. So we are, obviously, it's Fitness Friday. So earlier we made a delicious recipe that is perfect for
everyone.
Fitness.
Summer grilling, backyard.
Right with what we're about to do. Now we're talking about hamstrings because a lot of people are running and walking and doing a lot of events for charity or just running for themselves. So you got to make sure you take care of those legs.
Yeah, a couple of different things, Ash. We actually went to the Perform Better Summit in Rhode Island, which is not only open to coaches, it's open to the public, and it comes around annually. I think it's something that everyone should go to, but there's a lot of great people that speak there, specifically Mike Boyle, who Tyler and I really like. And a lot of the things he brought to the table were doing independent isolation exercises for the legs. So if you're going to be running, we're going to be doing an exercise that's good for the hip, also works the hamstring. And our friend Ijua.
Well, yeah, we got Ryan, we got Tyler from Enfuse Fitness, and Ijua from China.
Yes.
Yeah. Welcome, Ijua.
Say hi, my man. Hi. He's here visiting, friend of ours. And he's going to be doing an exercise called the Step Up, which is also all of these things like you asked for, we can do at home. All right, as a warm-up before you go out and jog, hit the trails, also throughout the week to keep you moving.
Perfect, let's get started.
All right, I'm going to have Ty show the first exercise again. Over here, he's going to hold the dumbbell in one hand. Let me get this out of his way so everyone can see his sexy legs. All right, so what he's going to be doing, he's going to be hinging forward. That dumbbell is in the same hand as the leg that goes back. He's trying to maintain a neutral spine, okay? He's inhaling through his nose on the way down, and then he's breathing out through his mouth on the way up. They really emphasize pursed lip breathing, and that's very big right now. So again, he's gonna inhale, he's gonna kick this leg back, he's getting a nice stretch on this hamstring, he's tightening up his abdomen, he's breathing out through his mouth, and he's coming right back up. This is very important to work the hips, the legs independently of one another to make sure that there's no discrepancies or asymmetries. So we can do that, so switch it over so you're not lopsided.
Got to get at least two in here.
Got to get at least two in. So he's kicking that leg back, trying to get that leg as straight as he can.
Okay.
Okay? Getting a good stretch in that back hamstring, and he's bringing it right back up.
What are you feeling there, Tyler?
What I'm looking for here is to make sure that I'm keeping my back nice and straight and that you are going to get that stretch. Everyone's going to have different points where they can go to.
Right.
For me, I'm not a very flexible guy, although I try to be. It's just not genetically how I'm made up, but I try all the time to stretch. So where I'm going to get a stretch, somebody else might not. So you kick it right back.
We don't have to be
come right back up.
overly neurotic about form. I mean, that was one of the things at the conference is that they were neurotic about form, but you know everyone's going to start in different places. So we have to do the best that we can, and then we just stop just short of a gross compensation. Okay?
Okay.
The next exercise we're going to have Ijua do is a single leg step up. All right, Ijua, so we're going to take that foot right here, and what he's looking to do is he's going to put his hands out in front of him, just like that. He's going to go ahead, he's going to kind of just sit right down to it, and then he's going to come right back up, just like that.
All right, now what's he working here, Ryan?
All right, a couple different things. He's working the outer aspect of his hip, and he's working this little teardrop muscle right here. It's called the vastus medialis. It's a very important muscle, especially for runners.
Okay.
Okay, this stabilizes the knee. Now, they all work together in concert to stabilize the knee, but this is one specifically we want to focus on. All right, so again, he's going to keep his arms out in front of him. He's going to exhale on the way up, just like that. Now, as he gets stronger, what we can do is we can either increase the weight that he's holding, we can put a weight vest on him, hold something in the kitchen, in the living room, or what we can do is we can increase the height, so he has to go down even further.
And so that's really going to strengthen that muscle.
Yeah,
This is also good for people that are training for a marathon as well, getting their legs ready for that.
It's very important when you're looking at repetitive stress. You want to be able to do something to strengthen up those muscles. Foam rolling is very important, making sure that you're doing dynamic warm-ups are important, and exercises like these really do strengthen up the legs independently of one another so that they can function independently.
Right. All right, now you have this other little pedestal here. Are we using that for anything?
I was going to use that as a demonstration for an even larger step up that Ty can show you. We were showing the different versions of height. So what we would do is we take something like this and slide this in here, and Ty's going to go ahead and hop up on there.
Okay.
All right. And again, this is what you can do for different depth. Ty's going to put his hands out in front of him, and he's going to step right up. We're concentrating on that muscle. His hips go back. He's looking to touch this back heel, come right back up.
So that's also working your core, too.
A ton. You're stabilizing the whole body. You're working the abdomen, you're working the hip, the outer aspect, you're working that vastus medialis, you're trying to keep a neutral spine. And not only that, your heart rate's going to get, it's going to race a little bit.
So it's a great thing. It's simple to do. You don't need a fancy, expensive equipment to do it at home.
No, this is something you can do at home. You just got it's like a little stool at home.
Yeah, make sure it's stable. What about stretches? Really quick, we're almost out of time, but stretching those hamstrings.
Okay, one of the things that Ty, and this is very important for him, because Ty's a fast twitch guy, he loves to run, sprint, his piriformis tightens up, and so do runners. So Ty, go ahead and show him that stretch that we do here.
What tightens up his what?
His piriformis, outer portion of his hip.
Okay, yeah, layman's terms.
Sorry about that.
Outer
So people wind up having a lot of like lower back issues, especially if they're running for long periods of time.
Yes.
Especially when you see runners that have a day job and they're sitting a lot.
Yeah.
This part of their back starts to tighten up. It starts to become a chronic nag or ache. So this is one of those exercises that Ty does when he's warming up and when he's cooling down, because that happens to him.
So he basically tucks one leg in.
This is a yoga pose.
Yep.
You know,
switch sides.
And switch it. So what he's doing is he's tucking his leg underneath. He's trying to get his knee almost in line with his sternum. Then he's laying right on top of it, and he's getting a really nice stretch in that outer glute.
Wow, so that's something we all can do, stretch it out.
Yeah.
That's an awesome
Those are
stretch.
the most important ones, Ash.
Perfect. And then anything else we want to show?
Aside from,
Where's
Ijwa?
Ijwa?
Just that he's sexy. That's it.
Well, thank you guys. So you're getting us ready to run, to walk, to do whatever we have to do, or maybe even hit the beach.
That's
Yeah.
it.
That's
There
it.
it is.
Boom!
And then you have a great recipe to go with it, the lobster tail recipe you showed earlier in the show with fresh produce. So
Yeah, we
it
thought about
all
that. We
works
Pretend you
together.
can grill it up shirtless at the beach with Ijwa.
Oh, okay. That'll be the next segment next week, Fitness Friday. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much. Stretching out our handsprings. For all these tips, you can head to our website, mymassappeal.com.